Jennifer Hasser with Kendore Learning. I'm here with Malika Meininger, and we're going to talk to you about some rhyming activities. Rhyming is a really important phonological awareness skill for kids as a pre-reading skill. So it's a key predictor in whether kids are going to struggle with learning to read or not. So it will definitely benefit all kids to practice rhyming. It also helps them build vocabulary later in life when they start switching to morphemes or more complicated vocabulary. If their ability to rhyme is intact, then they're going to notice relationships between words that are bigger, multisyllabic words that they'll need for SATs. So it's a really beneficial skill. All right, so what we have are sheets of rhyming words. I have perforated paper, so you might not. So this is just, we fold it down the middle. Each one of the students is going to get their own pair, rhyming pair, and we introduce these in pairs. So we can say, okay, this is key and B. And then we're going to want to talk about what rhyming is, where they hear the sound, that they hear it at the end of the word. Can they come up with other words that rhyme with key and B? Can you think of any, Malika?
She.
Excellent. So kids hopefully will go tree, me, and have lots of different words that they can rhyme. Now, once we introduce the pair, then we're going to have the kids cut them, because basically what they're creating are their own activity cards. So you can get our rhyming pair activity cards on our website, which is kendorelearning.com/store. And if you just search rhyming, then you'll be able to download our cards for free, and you can play these same games. So, depending on their age, we might just, introduce a pair a day or 3 pairs a day, depending on their age or grade or difficulty with rhyming. I'm going to take that one. Okay, so this one is going to be star and car, and then we could talk about other words. And it doesn't matter if they're saying nonsense words. We just want them to get into the habit of saying, star, far, lar, mar. It doesn't matter, but they start to hear that these things are rhyming.
And then we have boat and goat.
And what they're really doing is they're accumulating a group of cards. Each individual kid will have their own set, so they can play different games. We'll have to go over them with them, because we don't want them to say sailboat instead of boat and goat, or sailing. So you might want to go over them and talk about what they're called and different attributes about each one of these things. But then we can play the memory game. So we would put them face down, and we print it off on cardstock so that you can't see the picture in between. And we flip one over, and I have goat. So I'm going to hopefully find boat. Flip this one over, and I have B. So they do not rhyme.
So that'll be my turn. Oh, boat. Oh, I wonder where goat is.
I don't know.
Oh, there's goat.
And after a while, obviously when you only have 3 pair,
I don't think we
it's
shuffle
going to be
those.
pretty easy. I wanted to lose.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I have key and car, and that does not rhyme, so Malika's going to win.
Unless I know. B and key.
Okay, and she would get her next turn, so she would obviously win all 3 pair. Once you've introduced all of them, then they have quite a few that they can put down to play memory with. And if you're building working memory capacity, it's a really good thing for reading too. So you're working on rhyming and working memory, and it's a game, so it's something that is fun for them. And you can make it more challenging by saying, okay, if you get a pair, you also have to say 2 words that rhyme with it. Okay, or you have to use them in a sentence. So depending on the age, some kids that are older, they're still struggling with rhyming, so they're playing this and they go, oh, this is for babies. Well, then say, you need to use this in a sentence. And to like, oh, I got on a boat with a goat, and make it rhyme. So you can make things a little bit more complex. We will also use our rhyming cards for our beach ball activities. So once we've taught the rhyme pairs, then we just put them in the pocket. They fit just right into the pocket of the beach ball, and then we can toss it back and forth and use it for different language activities. So if you So wherever my thumb lands, I'm like, okay, I've got house. I could say, now say something that rhymes with house. I could say mouse or rouse. It doesn't matter if it's real. We just want kids thinking about sounds and putting it together. Or I could say, use it in a sentence. I live in a house, and then I get to toss it to my partner or to somebody else in my group.
And I have boat, so I might say boat and goat, or float, the boat floats. Bunch of different activities with that.
Okay. If you're working on other phonological awareness activities, so you could say, if I have king, you have to say something else that starts with that same initial sound. So king and ring. Can you also tell me something that starts with k? And it could be anything like cat, as long as the sound is k. So that you're layering on different phonological awareness tasks as you go through the activity, and the kids really, really enjoy it. So I hope you have a good time playing with our cards.